just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting now they see me out in public and be knowing what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been know my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on his fit, just to stunt while I'm in Vegas. On my body, shout out to my Caleb Young. Got the cake up, now these wanna data. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, kill. Here we go, 46. 26.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always have changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin in there to get him for a loss of 5. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
Here's Sherrills. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 49 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, there's something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Escaping the pressure. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Daniil Hunter. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. Wide open. Amari Cooper. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. Running with Elliott. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and that will force a turnover on downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A 1st down throw for Cousins, eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray, 14 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Bailey got the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Prescott on 1st down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
It's coming now.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Ben Gideon in on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
46. Here we go.
Third and long for Prescott. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 45. Following the interception, Cousins. He's going to wind up and air it out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always. Make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. Touchdown, Vikings! Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game. On the left side. Gallup's got it. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Kill. 26.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
To the air again, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Tavon Austin, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. To throw, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly execute. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Fights loose. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 42 yards. A 1st down carry by Elliott. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. First down, Prescott escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. More from Minneapolis after this. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to go down again. Daniil Hunter. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Cousins now from the 50. Lets it fly for Thielen. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
So conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Prescott now on second down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin, and it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be fourth down.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 47, 47. 26.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
We're going to 54.
A first down throw for Prescott. Flushed out right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Drops it underneath to Elliott. So an agile move, but not a big gain. Down right near the 25. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll lead here to a third down. On third down, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half. Prescott eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. starting the third quarter with Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing his Cousins. Steps away. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Cousins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins. First down. Here's Cousins. And Diggs has it. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection.
Touchdown, Vikings! A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Bailey now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Single. That's single in the slot.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Daniil Hunter in there to get him again. And that's his 6th sack of the ball game. One off the NFL record of 7. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. The give is to Elliott. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
2nd down, Prescott, flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Steps away to his left. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this belongs to the Vikings.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit And in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately...
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Sherrills to return it. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one. 52 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Throwing, Cousins. Buying time to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Third and goal for Cousins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback, and then he delivers the ball.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you? And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Emerson Griffin in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. That is incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and it's third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Prescott. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And I think the ball's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Cousins to throw it. Flushed out right. Going deep for Diggs. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Prescott now being chased out left. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That goes for a gain of 31. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They go to Elliott again. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely...
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try. Here's Cousins. And that'll be incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A second down throw for Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Eric Kendricks able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Single. There we go. Wide eight.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Throwing here, Cousins. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Second down, Cousins. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to, because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it? Yeah. This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, You just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Lets it fly for Thielen. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game.
They can't help but feel great.
Look like God.